Hello everyone and welcome to the indie scene. My name is HJTenchi and today we'll be taking an early look at Full Boar by Whole Hog Games. Full Boar is an adventure puzzle game with equal parts exploration and puzzling that will leave you wanting a boar of your very own. Seriously, look at the little guy and how extremely adorable he is when he's not doing that or that, although that kind of is adorable. You lead your little derpy boar through an open world of caves and mines, uncovering a past that has long been buried by your forefathers. There is no one defined path to take after the intro tutorial, and you are allowed to explore however and wherever you like. Since this is a preview build, gameplay may change upon release for PC and Linux this summer 2013. And of course, there's some interesting characters, and I'm sure he's going to be our friend, right? Come here, buddy. What's up? Bothering me won't make your shift end any quicker. Back to work. Well, that's not... Oh! Fatality. Jeez, and... thank goodness there is no fall damage. As most puzzle games are, it's not so much the action, the fighting, the brutality of being knocked down a mine shaft. It's more about, well, collecting gems, solving puzzles, and in this case, exploring a lot with our little boar buddy. Well, to put it nicely, we derped into a trap, and then we took a rocket ship. It ended us into a treasure vault that had nothing, actually, of some old boar who thought we were a thief and threw us into the mine just like the gentleman upstairs did, and we now have to work off our debt. That, well, even though there's no real debt, we didn't take anything, but, you know, hey, I don't think he really cares if we did or did not. Now, the big thing on this game is that I cannot jump. I fall. I can climb a little bit, though, by one block. I can dig through things, such as this sand right here, and I can stomp. And because sand is, well, sand, it's going to fall if I stomp nearby. The grains are going to fall apart. Now, there's different blocks in the game, which I'll show you, such as what I'm going to call, I guess, stone is the best way to say it. And this will take a little bit longer to get through, but it will fall after a little while. Case in point, you can then use these to make stairs, huh? Poor little guy. Feels so bad. You can also stomp to make it fall a little bit quicker. So let's say, how about we do this? We'll do that. Stompy stomp. One more time. With gusto this time. Ooh, run back. There we go. And boom. We now have some stairs. We also have dirt. But we can go now to Ingress, which is a different part of what literally is one of the largest puzzle games I've ever played. Or exploration games for that matter. This has over 100 of these areas, and we're just in the dig site. We're at the very beginning still, and a third of these areas are going to be secrets. So it really rewards you for going around and, well, exploring, finding out your way to go, not just whatever the game says. Oh, it's like, no, you have to go this way. So let's push this block over here. Fell already, so I didn't need to stomp. Drop on down here. Now, each floor or room will have different amount of gems. As you can see in the top right, there were no gems here because it doesn't say like 1 out of so many or so many out of so many. We have 9 total, though. And in this one, there's 2, which we will know because, well, there's 0 out of 2. And the way to find these is just literally get to them. Now, that's a lot easier said than done. And in this case, eventually is going to be, well, dangerous. This is one of our gentlemen. He's putting us on a little quest right here to go find 3 parts to create the drill, or to repair the drill to full capacity. Now, later on, this will actually be kind of, I would say, kind of a boss battle. It's going to go plummeting down, and we need to make sure we don't get hit by it. Since I don't know where any of these parts are yet, we'll just move on, and you can see the gems to the right. Do I think I could solve these puzzles to get to them? Could knock this down. Then if we move this here, that'll fall. We'll go here. We're going to knock this one down. What could we use this second one for, I wonder? If we dig through the dirt, we could possibly come... Oh, okay, I see what we can do now. Dig. Dig. Go up. This is one of the games that I've really had not a hard time, but definitely I've had to think outside the box. You can't just say, okay, you know, it's the gem is there, I'm just going to go over here and, you know, after a couple buttons, I'm going to easily get this gem. No, you actually have to think a little bit. And did I derp? See, what if we push that there. And no, I don't think we've derped yet. I don't think we've derped yet. Thank God. I've derped a lot while playing this. Now, the nice thing is there are checkpoints. Every time you enter a new area, it's a checkpoint. And there's little checkpoints dispersed throughout every little area as well. So this will fall one space because it's going to stop on the left and right. We're going to move that there, and voila. Yes. Victory, Mr. Boar. Now, also, speaking of Mr. Boar, there's also a Miss Boar, too, or Mrs. I don't know what their relationship is, and I really plan to not know. But I really like doing that. That and that. It's just so cute, even though he's going to have terrible, terrible headaches. Named Hilda. And you can actually choose her at the beginning of the game instead of Mr. Boar here, Hector. And the one thing is, okay, now I'm stuck, kind of. I can't really go a whole lot of areas, it would seem. So, because we do have a checkpoint at the beginning of the map, I can hold backspace, and he'll respawn back here. We can then... Whoop. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have actually, because the checkpoints will actually save all the progress. Luckily, the beginning of a level won't. So, we need to get these gems again. You know what? How about, you know how to do the gems? Let's move on. We should have gone all the way back and then gone out first to save the progress. Oh, well. That's, once again, me derping. But let's move on, because I kind of want to show you that that is just one area, and then now there's a quest that we can do. And we can also move on from here and go different places. So we can talk to this guy. He's talking about a rock fall at Deep Delve, means this is the end of the line. So the rock fall over there has created a barricade. We can't go past it. Okay, now he's asking about the samouflage that we're supposed to be looking for, that the drill guy wanted. What the hoof is a samouflage? I don't know. Also, for those of you that are like, okay, this is kind of daunting. This is a really large map. You say there's 100 different places, and a third of them, so roughly 30 or so, are actually hidden. How am I ever going to keep track of all this? Well, you can actually go to these little places, and that's a fast travel. That'll allow you to get to places very, very quickly throughout the world, which I really am thankful for, because even I would start to get a little bit lost. So let's jump back up here, and I want to kind of show you a different area and solve maybe a couple of the other puzzles that I've actually gone through already. So right here, once again, you can see up above me I have 4 or 5 of the gems. Now the one up above me doesn't have quite the luster as the others, and that's because I've actually picked that one up. It's one of the 4 that I've actually found. Okay, so now it looks like, well, we can't really go anywhere up, it looks like. And down looks like the way we need to go, so we can't push this. But if we stomp, once again, like earlier, the sand will be moved out of the way or crumble for us. We can then push this one down. We don't actually have to take this with us. We could have gone right and then climbed up, but we can for now. And then we'll meet our first checkpoint, our in-room or in-floor checkpoint. So whenever we go back, we'll shock ourselves and, well, respawn back there. Now, another way of getting, like, let's say I was trying to go for the gem up there. Kind of want to show you some of the puzzle solving. Go there. Now that this one to the top left is no longer being held together by the left and right block, we can then move. So now that we've gotten that, how about we move on? We'll hit another checkpoint. And then this is one that actually has eluded me so far, because it's, well, still lustrous, and I'm 4 of 5. So I'll see if I can figure this one out on the fly. Now we could move that down there. Could move this. I'm just trying to think in my head, because I have tried to work it out before, but I failed miserably. So let's move this down. This would seem to be the idea, right? But then when you move this there, it falls all the way. Not sure on that one. And for the sake of, well, all of your patience, how about we just continue on? Now, you'll notice, too, that as I dig in in consecutive manner, that I start speeding up and digging faster. That'll actually factor in a lot later when you kind of have, not necessarily time trial areas, but with that drill, you're going to have to beat that drill, and you're going to have to be fast. So that is something that's going to play in later on without too many spoilers. So we've put a battery block onto our laser beam. It charges up the laser beam for a little while, as long as the laser is, well, has a charge, which will open up an area to another area, the dig site. Going into the dig site, and you'll see yet more stuff to do. This is kind of one of the hub worlds. Anytime you see just a 9 or whatever, however many gems you have in the top right, that's going to show that, well, you have, this is kind of like a hub world. It's not, there's no real objective going on quite yet. And if we go up through there, that'll be the surface. So let's actually go to the surface and see if 9 gems will get us anything right now. I'm willing to bet it probably won't. So let's go talk to the vault owner. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Look, we got you stuff. The costs just keep adding up. Okay, but we got gems. Oh, these accounts won't balance themselves. All right, well, that's kind of... Can we go to the vault? I want to show you the rocket that we came in on. Because this game's really funny. Of course, there's boar puns. But we launched through a rocket through into the vault. Also, by the way, you notice that top left? There's kind of a hole in the vault. That's a little weird, huh? Well, my friends, if you're down for a good puzzle game, a kind of quirkiness, a little bit of story involved too, and a different take on the puzzle mechanics. It's no, there's no monsters to attack. There's nothing to destroy except for all the blocks. But there's a lot of, well, kind of brain-bursting puzzles. A couple of these things I'm good at. A couple of these things I'm not. Puzzling is not probably one of my fortes, but I've still been able to get through at least a good 8 to 10 areas so far. And I've been having a fun time with it. I definitely want to come back and play a little bit more of it after I'm done with the preview. So my friends, if this is something that you would like to do too, if you'd like to own your very own boar and smash your head into things, because, well, it's good times, please support Full Boar and Whole Hog Games by checking out the information in the video description below. Also find them on Steam Greenlight and give them a vote. And for more indie preview and review goodness, check out youtube.com/Pixabyte, the home of everything indie. Thank you all for watching, and have a good day. Hee 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 hee.